Dear students, Happy New Year! How are you all? I hope all are fine and safe. Okay. Dear students, I welcome you to Social Science online class. Today we are going to see ninth Standard History, ninth Unit, The Age of Revolution. What's the topic? The Age of Revolutions. Revolution means revolt, rebel. So the people against a higher authority, her government is known as revolution. In that we are going to see the topic, the American War of Independence. Today we are going to see the topic, the American War of Independence. When it happened? 1775 to 1783. 1775 to 1783. So, the American War of Independence was a war of 13 colonies against their mother country, that is England. The people had come from England and settled in America in these colonies. When British brought these colonies under their control, the people fought for their freedom. The American War of Independence is very important because for the first time in history of the world, people fought for their freedom, and it laid direct impact on various revolutions in Europe. Okay children, let us come. We will see clearly in lesson. Learn here the American War of Independence once again. Remember this year, very important, 1775 to 1783. Learning objectives. What we are going to learn from this lesson means the foundation of colonies by European powers. The foundation of colonies by European power in America, and later amalgamation and foundation of 13 colonies under Britain. Amalgamation means to join, the act of join or mix. So how they founded the colonies and brought under their control. Next one, factors leading to the conflict between the colonies and England. What were the reasons or factors for their conflict between the colonies and England? The opposition of the colonies to taxation without representation leading to the American War of Independence. The opposition of the colonies, what they oppose? The taxation without representation. In their parliament they won't give any representation, they won't elect, but they want to pay only the tax, the colonial members. Okay, so it was the main reason for the American War. Next, the cause and outcome of the American War of Independence. The cause and the outcome of the American War of Independence and the American Revolution and the idea of democracy in modern world. The American Revolution and idea of democracy in the modern world. These are the points we are going to learn in this lesson. Next, introduction. Listen here. Three great revolutions in the 18th century brought about striking changes in Western society. Striking means a remarkable. Striking means a remarkable changes. It brought remarkable changes in the European countries. What were they? The American Revolution, the French Revolution, and the Industrial Revolution. The American Revolution, the French Revolution, and the Industrial Revolution. The American Revolution and the French Revolution, in this lesson, 9th lesson we will be seeing, and the Industrial Revolution we will see in the 10th lesson. American Revolution was the first political revolution. Which one is the first political revolution? The American Revolution. Though not so vital as French Revolution, it was not like the French Revolution, which was to shake the social foundation of Europe, but it shaped the social foundation of Europe. The political changes engendered means produce, engendered means produce by the American Revolution provided inspiration for other anti-colonial struggle. The political changes engendered means produce, already I told. So it produced by the American Revolution provided inspiration for other anti-colonial struggle also. Other countries also, they tried to get the freedom, You know very well, one country got a freedom from British. Can you remember that? Yes, India. We were under their control more than 200 years, you know. Then so many of the national leaders, they worked hard for the freedom. Then next, Thomas Jefferson, who drafted the Declaration of Independence. Who drafted the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. So Thomas Jefferson, who drafted the Declaration of Independence, asserted at the beginning of 1776 that Americans had neither wish nor interest to separate from English monarchy. Asserted means declared. Thomas Jefferson, who drafted Declaration of Independence, he told in the beginning of 1776 the Americans had neither wish nor interest. That means negative meaning. Okay, either or means this or that, but neither wish nor interest to separate from the English monarchy. They not at all like to separate from the English monarchy. But in July 4, 1776, the same Jefferson got his Declaration of Independence adopted at a Continental Congress of 13 colonies. So in July 4, 1776, the same person, Jefferson, Declaration of Independence adopted at a Continental Congress of 13 colonies with its assertion that all men are created equal. He told, that is, all men are created equal. But it was a revolutionary statement. The statement was not accepted. Why? What's the reason? At a time when respect to kings and nobles was universal level, the people gave so much of respect to the nobles and the kings. So at that time, when he gave that statement, all men are created equal, revolutionary statement it is. And now clearly how British tried to got the colonies brought under his control and how America got independence. We will see. Come on. Listen the next topic, colonies of European powers. The Portuguese and the Spanish were the pioneer in geographical exploration and the founding of colonies. So, the pioneer means forerunners or way for others. Who were the Portuguese and the Spanish people made exploration and the founding of colonies. Colonies means a settlement formed by a group of persons in a new place. Okay, then the English lagged for behind in their colonization efforts, but the English were behind only. The English possessed a theoretical claim to the North American mainland in view of the voyage of John Cabot 1497 off the coast of Nova Scotia. So who made the voyage means John Cabot, and which year means 1497. And which area, which coast he came means, captured means Nova Scotia. So the English possess a theoretical claim that place in North America. But they neither had the means nor the desire to back up the claim during the 16th century. But they won't think about the place in the 16th century. Jamestown was the first British colony in America. So which was the first British colony in America means Jamestown. Which year? 1607. The ship Mayflower had taken a batch of Puritans from Plymouth, that is England, to America in the year 1620. So what was the name of the ship means Mayflower, and it took the Puritans from Plymouth to, that is England, to America in the year, they reached in the year 1620. They landed in North and called the place New Plymouth. Where they landed? In the north side, and called the place New Plymouth. Puritan group led by John Winthrop set up the Massachusetts Bay Colony, another person. Then many other groups also before the Puritans had reached other parts of North America coastline, and soon many followed till they were colonies dotted all over the east coast from north to south. Many other groups also they came and they were settled there. Colonies dotted all over the east coast from north to south. They were Catholic colonies and colonies founded by Cavalier from England. And another person, Quaker colonies, Pennsylvania, named after the Quaker pen. So they were also formed the colonies. Now we will see who were Puritans. Reformers who led a religious movement to reform the Church of England, dispensing with the teachings and practices of Roman Catholic Church, were known as Puritans. So the reformers and religious movement, they asked to reform something in the church, okay, with the teachings and practices of Roman Catholic Church. They were known as Puritans. But the Stuart kings, James I and Charles I, did not tolerate their attempts to reform the Church of England. But the King James I and Charles I not tolerated this one, not accepted this one to make reforms the Church of England. So the persecution of Puritans prompted many to leave England and settle. Persecution means cruel harassment of Puritans prompted many to leave England and settle. That is, they not liked to live here because they controlled so much. In the colonies, they organized a Puritan way of life. Where they founded the colony, they settled, lived in a Puritan way of life. We are going to see Quakers. Quakers were members of a Christian group called the Society of Friends. Who were Quakers? They were members of Christian group called the Society of Friends, who, while laying emphasis on the Holy Spirit, to give importance to Holy Spirit, but they rejected the outward rites and an ordained ministry, but they not like the rites, சடங்கு சம்பிரதாயங்கள் and மத குருமார் அமைப்பை அவர்கள் விரும்பவில்லை. George Fox was the founder of the society in England. Who was the founder of the society in England means George Fox. And Quakers have the reputation, that is fame, good name, we can say the meaning likewise. So Quakers have the reputation of actively working for peace and opposing war, but they against the war and working for a peace. Founded a town and called it New Amsterdam. Who founded a town means Dutch people. They gave a name New Amsterdam. The English later changed the name to New York. What was the new rename of the Amsterdam means New York. Who gave the English? They were also Germans, Danes, and Frenchmen. By the end of the 18th century, there were 13 colonies. How many colonies were there? 13. On the east coast, all under British control. Whose control it was? The British control. The 13 colonies name were Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. These were the 13 colonies in that map. You can see by 1775, the population of 13 colonies had grown steadily, reaching nearly 3 million, a third of Britain's population. And the slave labor. As the Native Americans resisted attempts to make them work in the plantations. Native Americans, those who lived in America itself. England people, they not at all work under the England people. So as the Native Americans resisted the attempts to make them work in the plantations, but they refused not work in the plantations. Though the European planters, chiefly of tobacco in the southern states, Virginia, Carolinas, and Georgia, in the search for labor, restored to acquiring slaves from Africa. So for work in their plantations, they brought the slaves from Africa. The innocent people of Africa were captured in manhunts. The people who captured the slaves, they were known as manhunts and sent across the seas in a cruel and inhuman manner. Northern state conditions were different. There were compact farms and not huge plantations as in the south. The south state was very prosperity, but the northern state was not that like. So the northern state condition were different. Huge plantations also we can't see. Large number of workers were not needed for these farms. Why? What's the reason means? The plantation is very less, so no need of so much of workers. Thus, two economic systems developed in these colonies. Native Americans had no place in either of these. So Native Americans not at all had a place in that. So these people were gradually pushed back to the west. So the Native American people were gradually pushed to the west side. This was made either easier by the disunity and divisions among the Native American tribes. So this was made easier by the disunity and division among the Native American tribes. Disunity and divisions were happen in the Native American tribes. Increasing incidence of taxation. Why they increase the taxation? Now we will find out the reason. Each colony had a governor and the legislature acted as a check on his powers. So how many colonies? Already we saw 13 colonies. Okay. So each colony had a governor and the legislature acted a check on his powers. Thus, initially there was no conflict between the British and the American interest. No conflict. The English king and many big landowners in England had
large financial interest in these colonies. Who means the English landowners and king. Okay, in England had a large financial interest in these colonies, and the 7 years was of 1756 to 63. How many years were this? Is 7 years. It was known as, it happened in 7 years, so it was known as 7 year was 1756 to 63. Between to whom and whom it happened means Britain and France had centered on the control of colonies, especially in North America. Britain defeated France. So who won that war means Britain. Britain defeated who means France, and took control of Canada. But the war cost the English heavily. The cost of the war was heavy. So the British minister proposed that the American colonists pay some of the cost of the war. The British ministers proposed, okay, the American colonists to pay some of the cost of the war. So series of taxation were imposed on the colonies. Now we can know about Native Americans. Even before the arrival of the Europeans in America, there was an indigenous population called Native Americans. Who were known as Native Americans means before the arrival of the European in America, who lived there, that people, same soil, who lived there in the same country, known as Native Americans. They spread over the vast American continent. They belonged to the various tribes, and many of them were at war with each other. They were not had unity. Always they had a war with each other. And besides means in addition to, they refused to work under conditions of slavery, but they not liked to work under the control of the British as slaves. Through a combination of violence and diplomacy, they used the violence as well as அவங்களுடைய தந்திர செயல்கள். Diplomacy, Europeans conquered and defeated many of these tribes. The European people conquered and defeated these tribes, greatly reduced in numbers. Now they were very less only, and the government where they allotted, they lived there only. They live in various reserve na allotted area. That area only they are now living. The Act of 1764 prohibited and imposed duties on molasses, wines, silk, coffee and other luxury items. Imposed duties na வரி விதிப்பு, இறக்குமதி பொருள். Prohibited and imposed duties on molasses, wine, silk, coffee. The act was enforced. It led to the protest by town meetings also. So not accepted this na the merchants. The preamble of Sugar Act provided the slogan "No taxation without representation." Soon the Currency Act was passed that insisted on colonies repaying the debt only in gold or silver. Debt na kadan. So what they told na, the preamble of the Sugar Act provided the slogan, they form a slogan na no taxation without representation. The same way they brought again Currency Act, and it passed that they insisted colony want to repay the amount in a gold or a silver. It was huge burden on the colonial economy, but it was very difficult to the people. The Quartering Act of 1765 required the colonies to pay for the cost of keeping British troops in America. And Quartering Act, which year they brought? 1765. And what they added? They want to pay cost of keeping British forces in America. And the Stamp Act, which year they brought means 1765, required that many printed materials in the colonies be produced on stamped paper produced in London. That stamped paper they want brought in England and they wanted to use that only, carrying and imposed revenue stamp act. The British Finance Minister Charles Townshend introduced new duties on imports in 1767 known as the Townshend Act. Who was the British Finance Minister means Charles Townshend, and he introduced a new duties on imports. Importsனா இறக்குமதி பொருள்கள் வரி விதிக்கிறது. In 1767 known as the Townshend Act. They introduced duties on imports to colonies such as glass, paper, paint, lead and tea. On these things they introduced the duties. Further, the British officers were empowered to search homes and businesses from smuggled or illegal goods. They appointed a British officers and their duty was to search homes and businesses they brought smuggled or illegal goods, and they were widespread protest against the Townshend Act. So they against the Townshend Act. Merchants of Boston organized a boycott of British goods. The merchants boycotted the British goods. Soon other colonies joined the protest. Other colonies also they were joined. The women formed their own organization. The women also joined and formed an organization called the Daughters of Liberty. The leaders insisted on constitutional method and asked the people to remain calm. The leaders insisted the people, we can get constitutional method, so you kept quiet, they told. The British mobilized more troops to encounter the protest. So they brought, the British people brought more troops to control the protest. This angered the people further. In March 1770, resentment rose in Boston when troops fired on a crowd which had thrown snowballs at them. So the people, the crowd people throw the snowballs on the British. So they were firing by the troops, resulting in many deaths. This incident is known as Boston Massacre. It led to intense anti-British propaganda through the newspapers, posters and pamphlets. They showed their anti-British propaganda in this method. As a result of protests and boycotts, the British Parliament repealed the Townshend Act. They withdrew the Townshend Act and it retained the tax on tea, but it kept a tax on tea with the intention of encouraging the business of the East India Company. Showing interest, the encouraging of the business East India Company by making it is easy for it to take its tea to America and sell it there. This harmed the local tea trade, so that local tea trade people were suffered more, and so it was decided to boycott this foreign tea. Tea Party. In many places, the colonists obstructed the import of tea. They not liked that, they obstructed. The Charlestown, they unloaded the tea and let it rot in the dock itself. They not sent anywhere, they kept in that godown itself. In New York and Philadelphia, ships carrying tea were blocked. In New York and Philadelphia, ship carrying a tea, it was blocked. In December 1773, a group of men disguised themselves. They talked with themselves as a Native Americans, boarded the cargo vessels and threw the tea overboard. They threw it in the ocean itself, hailed it as the Boston Tea Party. It was known as Boston Tea Party. This was done publicly before a large sympathetic crowd. It was done publicly before a large sympathetic crowd. It was a challenge which led to war between the rebellious colonies and England. So this is the reason led to a war between the rebellious colonies and England. 17th American War of Independence. In 1774, a little before war began between the colonies and England. So before the war, little before a war, the colonies and England, between the colonies and England, George Washington stated that no thinking man in North America desired independence. He told thinking man not liked the independence. And yet he became the colonist commander-in-chief and later the first president of the American Republic also. And later he was the commander-in-chief and the first president of American Republic also. The colonies did not begin fighting for the sake of independence. The colonies people not at all liked to fight for the sake of independence. Their grievances were taxation, want to reduce the tax burden and restrictions on trade. They challenged the right of the British Parliament to tax them against their will. The restriction, they challenged the right of the British Parliament to taxing them against their will. அவங்களுடைய எண்ணத்திற்கு மாறாக. No taxation, representation was their famous battle cry. Which was their famous battle cry means no taxation without representation. If they not allot the persons in the British Parliament, they won't give the tax. That is their battle cry. First Continental Congress, September 5, 1774. When was the first Continental Congress held? September 5, 1774. On September 5, 1774, the first Continental Congress met in Philadelphia. Where they met? Philadelphia. Which year and month? 1774 and September 5. The Congress agreed to vote by the representatives of colonies through the resolution declaring the Intolerable Act null and void. So they accepted to vote, but Intolerable Act was not acceptable. Continental Congress, and it called for economic sanction against the British. The Congress adopted a Declaration of American Rights. The Congress adopted a Declaration of American Rights and it called for economic sanctions against the British, not do any trade with the British. Second Continental Congress, May 10, 1775. When was the Second Continental Congress held means May 10, 1775. The Second Continental Congress met on 10th May 1775 at Philadelphia. John Adams, Sam Adams, Richard Henry Lee and Thomas Jefferson were some of the prominent important members of this Congress. It organized the army gathered around Boston as the Continental Army and placed it under the command of George Washington. It organized the army and gathered around the Boston. They knew about that one as the Continental Army and placed it under the command of George Washington. Still hoping for truce, the Congress dispatched the olive branch petition. The Congress sent a olive branch petition to the king and adopted the declaration of the causes and necessity of taking up arms. Insisted the declaration and the necessity of taking up arms. As the war progressed, the Continental Congress assumed the function of government. In July 1775, it appointed commissioners to negotiate with Native Americans. They met with the Native Americans. It also established a postal department. They started a postal department also there with Benjamin Franklin as the postmaster general. A committee was formed to explore the possibility of foreign aid. A committee was formed there and explored the possibility of foreign aid. The Second Continental Congress was held May 10, 1775, and the Continental Congress assumed the functions of government in July 1775, and it appointed some commissioners also to negotiate, that is talking with the Native Americans, and establish a postal department also, and it formed committee explore any foreign aid, anybody they are helping to Native Americans, that like it done. Within that, Battle of Bunker Hill, a war was started on June 17, 1775. The Battle of Bunker Hill. What was the battle name? Battle of Bunker Hill. And when it was started? June 17, 1775. The first major battle was fought in Massachusetts, where it was started in Massachusetts. And 2,200 strong British troops were twice forced to retreat. On the third attempt, the British troops emerged victorious with a heavy casualty of nearly 10,000 soldiers. So 2 times it was withdraw from that, can't get victory, and third time only the British troops got the victory. But 1,000 soldiers were died. After the Battle of Washington, assumed control of the American forces. So after this Battle of Bunker Hill, Washington assumed the control of the American forces. He accepted Washington control the American forces, got the power. Soon the British forces retreated from the Boston. So the British forces again retreated withdraw from the Boston. Declaration of Independence. Now the Congress accepted the American independence also. In January 1776, an anonymous pamphlet under the title Common Sense was published. It was authored by Thomas Paine. So who wrote Common Sense means Thomas Paine, who had recently migrated to America from England. He came from England to America, and it attacked the allegiance to the crown and called for complete independence. It asked the complete independence only. They gave a assure in that book. They needed that. More than 100,000 copies of the pamphlet were sold quickly. George Washington remarked, common sense is working a powerful change in the minds of men. So he gave a comments likewise. George Washington. On June 7, 1776, Richard Henry Lee of Virginia moved a resolution for independence. After much debate, the Declaration of Independence. So, on June 7, 1776, Richard Henry Lee of Virginia moved a resolution for independence after much the debate. Okay, quarrel. The Declaration of Independence, drafted by Thomas Jefferson, was adopted by the Congress. They adopted by the Congress on July 4, 1776. When means July 4, 1776. This day is celebrated by the Americans as Independence Day. Which day they celebrated as a Independence Day, the Americans? July 4, 1776. On July 2nd, 1776, the British under General Howe attempted to regain what they had lost. So, on the year 1776, July 2nd, the British under General Howe to regain, he worked hard what he lost to again want to brought. Washington was forced to evacuate Long Island, but Washington forced the British army evacuate the Long Island from the Long Island. The main American army managed to reach Pennsylvania, but some American army managed to reach Pennsylvania while Howe waited in New York for the winter to pass. Who means Howe waited in New York for the winter to pass, but Washington made a daring attack on Christmas night at Trenton. But that is Howe waited, but Washington not waited. He made a great attack on the British forces. Trenton, the place. The British forces were defeated in Princeton. The British forces were defeated by the Americans in the place Princeton. In 1777, the British attempts at splitting the colonies into two by the north failed. The British splitted the colonies north-south likewise, but north was failed. Okay, always the British following the divide and rule policy only. However, they managed to occupy Philadelphia. Washington's effort to take a town near Philadelphia was spoiled by Lord Cornwallis, but Washington took some effort to take a town near the Philadelphia, but it was spoiled or stopped by Lord Cornwallis. But the British were defeated at Saratoga. This defeat paved the way for an alliance between France and the Americans. Now, the France and the Americans made an alliance. On 6th February 1778, France and America signed two treaties. Which year? 1778. On February 6, 1778, which were the two countries? France and America. They signed treaties by France recognized the United States of America and offered trade concession. It offered trade concession also. By June 1778, England and France were at war. In September, Washington attacked Yorktown with a combined American and French troops. Combined American and French troops attacked Yorktown. On 19th October 1781, Cornwallis surrendered. On 19 October 1781, Cornwallis surrendered. In 1783, the Peace of Paris was signed. What was the treaty name? Means Peace of Paris. Which year? 1783 was signed. Great Britain agreed to the independence of the United States. Belongs to the treaty. The Great Britain agreed the independence of the United States. The military band played the tune The World Turned Upside Down. The military band played a tune. What? The world turned upside down. As the British forces departed from Yorktown in 1781. When they departed means 1781. Which one? British forces from Yorktown. Now we will see the American War of Independence. The result of the American War of Independence. The immediate result of the war was Americans' independence. What was the main or immediate result of this war means? That is Americans' independence. For the first time, colonial power overthrown by the colonized, leading to the establishment of a republican government in the United States. This is the first time the colonial power overthrown by the colonized and leading the establishment of a republican government in the United States. And the second point, the Declaration of the Independence of 1776. When was the Declaration of Independence introduced? 1776. Stated that all men are born equal, and it said it forced all men are born equal. By 1777, nearly all the colonies had a written constitution. These constitutions protected individual rights, freedom of press, and freedom of religion. So, by 1777, all the colonies retained their constitutions, and these constitution protected what it protected? Individual rights, freedom of press, and freedom of religion. And the Continental Congress had drafted the Articles of Confederation also, and the church and the state were separated. Who fought the British on Washington's side through to the conclusive battle at Yorktown in 1781. Later, during the French Revolution, served the French National Guard as its commander. So, Lafayette, he fought for Washington, that is American side, against the British from first war to last Yorktown war still. In 1781. Later, during the French Revolution time, he served the French National Guard for that National Guard as its commander. The Declaration of Rights of Man and the Citizen. He wrote the book Rights of Man and the Citizen with the help of Jefferson. Who helped to him? Jefferson. Which the National Assembly of France adopted on August 27, 1789. The National Assembly of France adopted this book on August 27, 1789. Okay, children, now we will wind up the class. The American Revolution and the idea of democracy was a great example to the modern world. Thank you. God bless you.